and then he went pro.
No, it was I think I was on what was Warcraft? One of them. It was no, it was an Xbox. I was depth scrolling.
Oh, he means a Smurf account like a secondary account where you can troll and screw around. Or Smurf, sorry, Smurf is when you're under leveled, right, Wolfie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you're like you high skill but you're under level.
yeah, yes. People in CS do that all the time.
Kind of like a twink account, but in Warcraft, World of Warcraft, you could have like a level 10 and you've got like all fucking blues and purples and shit.
Yeah,
Bottom off. Yeah, you go like stuff that wasn't buying on a storefront or you could buy it on Steam itself. Like in the auction house, and you're buying like a level 15 sword that's like the best fucking sword in Minecraft. 15 is the most twink. Level 15 is running around with that fucking one hitting double jump.
Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah,
I
it's called
CS.
twinking.
Well, that's where I picked it up with CS though. I used to play
yeah.
like high skill.
No, people use it in CS. People use it to troll, so they make a troll account, and they don't care if they get banned. They're like $15. They get an account, and they just mess around there. And then if they get banned, they don't care. So like
Yeah,
I would get like into like a high level match. Well, for me, it was high level, and then the guys on my team were all on Smurf accounts, and they would be screwing around, and then I would lose my level, and they don't care because they're good, you know, so they can just catch up easy.
you should saw me and Carter were playing CS back the other day,
Dude.
and he kept deliberately getting on the other team. Like I picked Terrace, he picked like Alfredo. Like I
Wait,
don't. What do
you
you
guys
do?
playing CS:GO?
Yeah, but you weren't playing competitive.
Oh, never.
Oh, what's up, Nine Big?
He like in the freaking garage, like in the corner behind the garage door, fucking camping over the corner, and I come from the other side, playing behind and shit.
Give me a moment, I'm gonna set this up. Just give me a moment, I'm gonna set this up. All right. So Gotta figure out how to loop through all the classes that I have right now. Got to figure out this looping issue. So if we go and we scan this, and we console.log like all the clients that are connected right now. If I run it in console, I should get a big array. Unexpected end of input. What line? Oh wait. Yeah, there we go. Get this giant array here, but it's a bunch of classes. We want to grab all the names. So to grab a specific name, I need to loop through this object, but it's holding a bunch of classes. Yeah, I'm not gonna find anything on this. It's a really weird case. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this without... There's got to be a way to access the specific... to loop through all the names, grab the names, and then throw them into the class finder. So maybe if I go in Discord.js here, Discord.js, okay. Maybe this will work. If we try and loop through it as an array. It's just a WebSocket server, so it's really straightforward. I'm just not sure if I can use this. Ah, so he turns into an array first. This returns a collecting, which contain all the guilds for which the bot is connected, and the guild contains its members. I'm gonna give this a try. For user bot, I don't know what bot is. I think bot is just a client. That might work. Let's test it out. Oh, look at that. We're getting the names. It's perfect. We're getting all offline, and we're getting everyone. Right now the issue is if I grab that whole list, I'm going to be grabbing 7,000 people in the big channel. So I gotta figure out a way to grab half of them. Let me see if I can pull out a little program and try this out. no clue how to clear this. And just start a new page. So right now we have a list of offline, a list of online, and a list of all. And then we send that to the server. And then the server goes and broadcasts it to everyone. I just want to cut this in half, grab that portion, and then broadcast it. That's what I want. I could just throw them all into an array and split it, but I feel like there's a better way to do it. Let's give it a try. Let's see if I grab them all, throw them into an array, and then just shoot them out. Oops. I probably want to. Alright, so we have a global array, and that's going to store always the 7,000 users we got. So if this doesn't work, it's not scalable, and then we're going to have to redo it, but this should work. Then we're going to grab all the users, throw them in there. So right now that will be a list of 7,000 people. We'll test it with whatever 10 people we have down there in the bottom corner here. Then from there we're going to just split it in half. We'll take the right now I'm just going to take half. I'm just going to tell it literally to take half, and it'll go and it'll print for each one a message. So this array right here, or sorry, this loop is going to store user names in the array, right? And instead of console.logging them, we're going to go online users dot push, and then throw this into that array. So the name. Then, so we'll do that every minute. Seems like right now we'll do it every minute. Or you know what? Copy that. Every 5 seconds, and later on we'll go to a minute. Alright, so we got that done. We're pushing all of our users to our outside array here on line 7. Here we just have it ready, and then here we have our message code, like our command code. So here we go and we check all the commands, and then we test them and do different things with them. So right now I have like a Thanos command, and within that you write snap, and then the server will die. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to get all online users, currently all users, which is a note for later on, and we'll do a loop. We'll go online users dot for each. All right, that's a bit excessive. There we go. Users declare but never read. Okay, that's fine. So we have all the users now, and we want to go and print them out. So we could send a message just like we do here. Get rid of that. We'll go send a message. We'll be like, or shit, we gotta do a for loop. Okay, yeah, we gotta do a for loop. Since we want to stop it halfway through. I could do for each, but it'd be better to do a for loop. So we can go let and then we can get the whole array, which is the online users. Super simple. If you've done any JavaScript, you should know this. Grab that. So we do that, and inside we can divide it by 2. We could do this, and then we could tell it to go one by one. Or I could skip over, but this will be the fastest way. Now we want to print them out one by one, so we'll grab this message we have down here, throw it up here. We do have to get rid of this. Why are those still our messages? Oh no, we're good now. Alright, so we go through them. Let's use some ES6. Grab that, throw this, and this. Then we do the username, so we could just use the ES6 notation. Has died. And then we can, before that, throw an @ and throw the username, which should be just an online user I. I think that's gonna work. Let's test it out. Probably if I jump out of this call, I'll get a lot better internet. So Discord, this channel right here. Start the server up. It should, in a second, it should go through all the users, so about 5 seconds. Alright, let's give it a try. Boom. There we go. Is it going to keep going? That's the question. So it seems like it printed everyone out. And I didn't even tag them, which is a bit of an issue. Let's restart the server and try running it again. No, it doesn't have any names in the list. Alright, that's half. Now if it completes it, then there's an issue. Yeah. So I did it twice. Okay, now it's gonna keep going, that's an issue. Might have to try using a non-ES6 format to get the tag to work. Alright, let's give that a try. Get about 5 seconds. I think because the for loop doesn't finish, it suddenly has more things thrown into there, which would be an issue when you have 7,000 people and it takes some time to print out all the names. So I'm gonna have to figure out something like that, maybe every 5 minutes to have it go through. Alright, let's try it out. So I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't add that. That's an issue. See, it's still going. It's not listening to me. Let's see what happens now. Alright, does it stop or does it keep going? Alright, it's gonna keep going. That's fun. Let I equal 0, online users dot length, divide that by 2, and then I++. Maybe the divided by 2 isn't working. Let's take that out. And then just do plus equals 2. Restart it. And then down here, less loading. Alright, does it stop? No, it doesn't stop. It's weird, because I tell it to only run when it says snap. What happens if I just wake up Thanos? it's... Oh. My for loop... I know. My for loop adds users constantly. It doesn't replace the ones that already exist, so... Yeah, every time it's gonna keep adding and adding. Yeah, it's never gonna end. What I need to do is I need to say that if it exists already, so I can use the find index of. Let's just look through dev docs quickly. I'm gonna close all these, close this. I'm building a computer this week, so I should be able to run all this crap now at like 4K, which is gonna be insane. Alright, so we could do find index of array.findIndex, there it is. Array1.findIndex of, that's what we need. So if it can't find, it'll equal -1, which I'm pretty sure. Yeah, -1. So, does it give it as a number? I don't think you. I'm pretty sure it gives a number. So if it does not equal -1, then you can push it. The one thing I gotta do is I gotta add something that says remove it. Shit. I probably should remove all the name. Oh man. That's gonna be tough. So I got a big list of all these users, and if one gets kicked from the server, I gotta remove him or else the bot's gonna try and look for him. So I gotta tell the bot that if that user does not exist in this new list every minute, remove that specific user. Which is what I'm gonna have to remove all the users and then redo it. But for now, I'll just pretend like it's nothing. I'll just add a note later. Yeah, so we just do a for loop on we could just do a loop, and if we can find the user, add him. So now the bot should stop saying the same name over and over. Let's check it out. What's wrong? Give it another second to load up. I got 2 viewers. That's a record. Alright, so we're not getting anything. Oh, I got an error. Online users find it. Online users is an array. Find index. Find index you run on an array. Array find index, right? So okay, I see. That's not what I want. I just want to find if there's a copy of it already inside the array. Oh, index of, that's what it is. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it should summon him. And if we tell him Thanos snap, he should snap. And then kill half the server. Alright, so no one is in there, right? So find online users, index of, if it doesn't equal -1, run this code. Let's console.log this and see what's going on. Not that familiar with the find index of. So it should throw a bunch of numbers in here in a second. Alright, so it can't find any of them. So if it equals -1, God. If it equals -1, that means they don't exist, then you can go on loop. Nice mistake. So summon. Give him a second to load up. Boom. Now does he stop here is the question. Okay, he's not stopping still. Alright. So I gotta figure out why he keeps looking through a couple times. So I'm telling him to skip over. I even told him before to just go through half. What happens if I tell him to go through 3 people? This has to work. There's no way. I've told him 3 people and no more. What's up, Al? My bad if I'm talking too much. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm just talking out loud. The bot I'm making right now, I wanted to fake kill half the people, and it's not listening to me. It just keeps listing them out. I tell it that if a user already exists, don't add him, because I don't want duplicates. I'm just trying to talk out loud to see if I can hear myself say something stupid. So you see, that worked. That printed 3, but now it should stop. I think it's going to keep printing 3 in about 5 seconds. That might have been the issue the whole time. But since, so in my for loop I had it online users.length, right? And that changes constantly because I keep possibly adding to that list. So the for loop might never stop. I don't know, it's a tough one. Oh, Al, you're in Discord right now? Nice. I might get in there later once I figure this out. I wonder if Discord shows right now that I'm on. It won't even let me refresh this thing, so... Oh, there we go. So... So up here on line 10 we have a on ready, which happens every time the server is ready, and then it keeps running it. I tell it to keep checking for new users, and if it finds a new user, add them to this list. I don't tell it to remove any users right now. And then down here I tell it loop through that array that I give you, and then print out half of the people. But it never stops itself. Not sure why I can stop this. I can't stop the infinite loop right here. I might be able to hardcode the Thanos command just to get all the users and then kill them all. That'd probably be a lot easier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So when you run the word Thanos and nothing else, it's going to run this right here. So I don't need to do a stupid interval, it's just, I'll force it myself. Right there. So now it's gonna go grab all the users, and then down here, instead of doing this, use line 34. Alright, so he summoned, he grabbed all the users. Now I tell him, Thanos, snap. Now you should kill half of them. Perfect. Now if he doesn't print more, then it worked. Alright, it works. Except now he just printed himself. That's an issue. Yeah, so it's running into these glitches. It might be an async problem. I might have to throw this whole thing in a promise. So like, maybe make this into a function that waits. Oh, I gotta throw the async in front. There's no point in doing an arrow function right now. Just want to get it working, and then from there I'll figure it out. Async. And now I can tell it wait and run this loop, which I still have. Expression expected. What? I guess no loop. I have to put the async await on every specific, like on the push, and then every specific iteration it'll wait. Yeah, that seems like what I need to do. Yeah, I need to tell it on every specific, because it doesn't care about the for loop, it cares about what's happening inside the for loop. So if I do that, and then right here, I tell it grabber. Alright, let's see if this is async proms. Just click Discord. So I call Thanos. It goes and grabs all the users for me. Tell it Thanos snap. And now it should print out half. Perfect. Now if I go alright, it's not printing any more users. That's perfect. Now if I go Thanos snap again, it should print those same people. But it doesn't usually, just glitch it. Yeah, so it added Thanos to the end. But Thanos already exists. Okay, and there we go, that's the bug. I'm not sure what that's happening. I'm trying constant log this again and see if it's actually. So that works. Grab the users. Alright, so it says the L equal -1. That's perfect. Now if I run Thanos again, -1. Perfect. And if I run Thanos again, -1. Perfect. But if I run Thanos snap, there's going to be a couple users in there that we've seen before. Like Thanos, we've seen him twice now. And then this floodgate of random users. It's just going to keep going. What if I tell it to do it once? And then have the whole bot reset every 10-15 minutes. So in the once, call grabber, let it do its async work. Alright, so I close the bot. Now, line 21 gets run. It calls all the ones, and then I go Thanos snap, and it prints them all. And if I go Thanos snap again, Thanos is dead. Perfect. If I go one more time, that's perfect. I kind of want to test it now on a bigger server and see if it breaks it. But I don't want to kill the grind reel. That wouldn't be cool. Maybe I run it on one of my own servers here. Yeah, I could do it on the server. Alright, let's get Thanos spawn here. I'm gonna push all my work first. Let's see if I can kill the server with this. I don't remember how to put my bot in here. Who's the 2 viewers I got watching the stream on that Saturday night? That's what I gotta do. I'm gonna run this in here. Go my env file. This bot's gonna get reset anyways, so if you're trying to take this key, good luck. Discord.org. So slow. That's not what I want. I wanted Discord. I want to get my client ID. It's a key that doesn't matter as much as the other one. Shit. Discordapp.com probably. Oh, there it was. And developers bot, that's where it is. So I'm gonna grab this key, give it in the link, and then tell it which servers I want to add the Discord bot to. And then it should pop up on the bottom here, on the left, right side. Bottom right side at the bottom right window. If only it would load. And these guys are wild. So here's my client ID. I'm gonna take that in here, throw it right there. And now it should tell me what server do you want to add the bot to. And I'm gonna add it to the Lighthouse Labs Discord. And then I probably have to give it permissions. There we go. So we want to add that to Lighthouse Labs as an administrator. Perfect. And we should see it pop up in the offline in any second. There we go. So bot is added. Let's test him. Was there a new member? Hello, is it down? Yes, this is perfect. So if we go into here, create a channel, bot, then channel. So we run him and he goes live. There he is, he's online. And we're gonna go here. Might have to give him admin privileges. Oh, it worked. Now if I go down to snap. Perfect. So that's not good. We just killed everyone. Alright, so that's an issue. Let's fix this here. I tell it once to run this function, so every time I start the server, it's now online. I go. Alright, did you see that? It just ran all this. Alright, summon the bot. Snap. Alright, perfect. Does it stop here? No, it doesn't. It continues. That might be the async issue. If I get rid of it, it's just gonna cause it. It's just gonna cause it to go through half the list. It's gonna wait, and then it's just gonna run again. It seems like now it's mixing two lists. So I think I need to clear the array every time the bot gets reinitiated. I mean, that's where I'm going wrong this whole time. I need to tell it to look through the whole thing again, because this code right here is just not working. So right now, I started the bot, it clears that array. Why is that not working? Oh, it's a constant. Alright, did that. Call Thanos to check if it's working. It's working. Alright, that worked. But it has CW clutch. Why? He's not even in Discord. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, He's grabbing the online users from both Discords that he's in. So if he's limited to one Discord, it would work, but he's in 2 different Discords. Shit. I gotta kill him on one Discord and so boys.
Oh.
Are you popping off on Smite right now?
Shit. Oh man.
So right now it's going through both Discords. I think what I need to do is add it to the grind reel Discord and then pull the information at the grind reel Discord into my other one. So if I actually go into the Lighthouse Lab one and ban him, or maybe kick him, just so he doesn't come back. Alright, so if I run him again, he shouldn't pop back in here. And if I run Thanos Snap, no response. Perfect. So I'm going to go back to the Chrome and add him to grind reel. And then every time I run him, he should go to grind reel, grab all the info, and then throw it into this Discord. So I guess currently it'll only work in grind reel, which is annoying, but whatever. And now if we go through here, well, his name should show up. There we go. Gotta make sure I don't mess with the actual users and everything, because I don't want to ruin the Discord. Josh put a lot of work into it. I would hate to do that. So Thanos. Oh yeah, it's gonna take a minute to load all the users up in the console here. It might actually break. Yep. I'm gonna have to wait for 7,000 users to go through. Who's watching right now? I see there's one person. You're not gonna identify yourself, Mr. One User? Let's see if he's still working. Alright, he's working. Let's break the server. Oh god, wait for it. So it's working, but it's super slow. It'd be a lot better if I can find a way to load all the messages and then post them at once, but I don't know if that's realistic. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, I'm trying to work on this now. I got it working, but there's a lot of I think it's async issues where it'll go and it'll grab half the people and then it'll print them out and I can start typing and and then suddenly it pops back in and it's like, all right, we didn't finish the other half. So I tried setting up some async stuff, but I don't think it made a difference, like doing this. So using async await, you can tell it to, every time it goes through the for loop, not continue until it's pushed that user. But that's not the issue, it's the printing issue. So I think I might have to do the same thing down here. I'm gonna give that a try. Anyways, pulling it all out into a function is way better. It's still printing out everyone now. I wanted to throw everyone's name at once, and then we never have to see it again. I don't want it to take an hour just to keep going. So I would tell this async. I couldn't make this a promise, but I'm way too lazy. I'd rather use ES7. So now I can. Messages not defined. What are you talking about? Oh crap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw this down there. So make an async function and then call it right away. Move function declaration to function body root. Yeah, it doesn't like that it's here. It's alright, I'll just make it modular. I'll just throw in a variable message. And then down here, spammer message. There you go, that's how you deal with that. It's still going. Oh my god. Right now the way it's set up is that the issue I was having is I'm grabbing all the users that the bot is able to touch, and I have it in 3 different servers, and it's mixing all the 3 servers together, which is annoying because let's say I had 10,000 servers using it, it would have to post every single user from all those servers. Right now it's posting the 7,000 from Josh's server. Oh, Kyle, I ordered the parts, dude. Finally can play Rocket League with you at actual FPS. No more potato. I'll play with you tonight if you want. I'm down to give it another try. Try and get actually good at it. Yeah, I went with I went a bit, I don't want to say overkill because it's already too late, but I went with the Threadripper 19 50X instead of the 1920. So it's got 16 cores instead of 12. It's really pricey, but I'm not gonna be building another computer in a while. I have a Xbox 360 controller. I don't know if I can use that because you need a specific like connector. You can't just connect it through USB like normal. And I've tried using a bunch of drivers and none of them work. You need like an actual connector. If I can connect a GameCube remote, remote to my computer, I would. You could? But I've tried it for years and I've always needed this adapter. Yeah, it doesn't work. I wish I had like a PS4 controller or something. They should have made that better, but not enough people were using controllers and PCs back then. I think I got my Xbox when I was, oh my god. I got my Xbox when I was like 13, maybe a bit younger. So like, probably like 8 years ago. Still working. Yeah, you do need the adapter, it's true. Well, I got the bot working for now. I'm gonna go back to it, get an Xbox One controller, and you can. Yeah, I'm not gonna get a controller just for Rocket League though. unless it's like ridiculous fun, then maybe. But right now, I just want to build this computer. I'm excited though. I'm gonna probably do until I save up a bit more. And get another SSD. I'm just gonna run one SSD, and so right now I have a 1 terabyte SSD and a 3 terabyte hard drive, and the hard drive I'm gonna use for the big stuff. PC and brand, yeah. What do you think would be a good way to dual boot Linux and Windows? I'm gonna give Windows a try for development, but I feel like it's really bad. I feel like Linux is the way to go. And Linux wouldn't be hard to pick up since I've been using Mac now for plenty of time. Plenty of years. VM? I feel like that's really annoying. Plus, I won't be able to run it at my max RAM, which I'd like to. That's true. I'll try it out. Not against it, but if I can dual boot, if I could set up a proper dual boot and figure it out, like, I would have to partition my SSD. Yeah, that's true. The main reason is because I'm gonna be doing game dev with Unreal and Unity, and I feel like having that 32 is gonna be better, but I don't know. I've never really used Unity. I think I've done like Hello World in it. You need to rethink life. That's hilarious. This is still going. Alright, let's see how many we've got right now. Yeah, this is terrible. I just want to get it to online users right now. But the way I currently have the users coming from the bot, I don't have an option of getting their username. C# is Windows name. Yeah, that's why I decided to build a computer, because I'm gonna need some practice on Windows just to just to be fluent. I don't want to spend hours just trying to figure out things that I should know. Plus, I can actually stream on that computer. Like I ordered with it the Logitech Brio, which is like a 4K camera, which I think is a bit overkill, but Patrick convinced me. Since it's like not much of a difference from the 4K one and like the 1080. And then I got the Blue Yeti so I don't sound like a potato. I'm gonna stop this bot before it gives me a headache. Yeah, you don't think... But, so for C# development, I should be using Windows, but then what about other development? Do you think I should just stick to Windows the whole time? Like if I'm using Ruby and Rails and all that. Yeah, that's true. Jarvis, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so I guess while I'm learning C#, just stick to Windows. Since they're not gonna be giving me Linux. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna assume they're gonna give me Windows because they want C# and Microsoft SQL. This is a web dev Unix, really? I didn't know it was a thing. Does that just come with all the pre-installed packages and everything? grep is the standard. Unix for web dev. Yeah. I just opened that as you said it. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I've been doing this stuff. Yeah, this is a good link though. I'm gonna give this to everyone who asks me how to do terminal commands. People are starting to use, what's it called? The GUIs, the graphical interface. And then when they get to terminal stuff, they think it's like ridiculous hacking, and it's really not. You're just like CDing into directory or some shit. It's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do Unix and Windows and set them both up. And then I still have my laptop. My laptop cannot handle. Right now I have you and the chat open and my stream, and I'm running the stream at 144p just to get my computer to. I could pop out chat or in grep, and I use those a lot. Grep I wouldn't say as much. But I use SSH a lot when I was using a Vagrant virtual machine. But I'm not a big fan of Vagrant because it has some memory leaks, and on my Mac it would take like 10 seconds to CD. So imagine how long it took to like push to GitHub or something. So the last week of like my final project, there was so much time wasted, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not using Vagrant anymore. It had a memory leak where every time you would restart it and start running commands, it's as if the commands would still run in the background. So like you'd CD into a folder, you would push, you would do whatever, and then every command it would get slower and slower and add a second. And at one point you would wait like a minute for certain simple commands like ls or whatever, like listing your files. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I updated it, did everything I could. I even tried to edit it, like in the background. Nothing happened. It's a good idea though, because then you could just have a vagrant machine that everyone runs off of, and they all have the same Mongo, the same node, the same everything, same Postgres, so that no one's not like, you don't have two backend guys, one working on PSQL 10 and one working on PSQL 9. I think I'm gonna stop with this bot and get back to it tomorrow. Yeah, that too. Yeah, my terminal's dead. I'm just gonna close it. I want to make the JTron bot. That was a funny idea. Alright, let's the game for some Rocket League in like 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. It's quicker than that. I give it like a good 30 minutes, and if I'm total trash, I might just go to PUBG or something. But I'm down to give it a quick try. It's just so low, like the FPS is so bad that it's killing me. But that will change very soon. All right. We got this. We got this. Alright, I'm gonna close the stream. Thanks, Kyle, and the other guy. Whoever the other guy is, for watching. That was a good time.